Katie, you've been following this for the last 10 months. Wiz spurned the offer of $23 billion over the summer. Apart from the additional $9 billion, what changed?
That's right. Well, yes, obviously they had 9 billion more reasons to say yes. But also one thing that's changed is the regulatory environment and at least the perception that it will be better under this regulatory environment. Yes, we've been following this for 10 months. We started to hear rumors even 2 months before things leaked last year. The talks first began at RSA, this big security convention last year. So it's been going on for a while.
What's so interesting, yes, ARRs have increased significantly after the last 8 months, we understand, and that vindicates the price point. But for a $32 billion price tag and a company that's going to remain independent, there's actually still going to be multi-cloud provision. It's not just going to be selling into Alphabet customers when it comes to cloud. It's still going to be servicing AWS and Azure. It's a pretty phenomenal deal.
Absolutely. It's definitely a phenomenal deal for Wiz, but, it just shows how threatened Google feels right now about security and how, worried they are about competing with Microsoft and Amazon, growing AI-related security threats, and, they're willing to pay the price. I mean, granted, Google can easily afford this. It's a high number for Wiz, but, these trillion-dollar companies can make these billion-dollar deals happen quite easily.
Does it move the needle with competition in the cloud space? As we just talked about, you have AWS number one, you have Microsoft Azure number two. Google Cloud is in third place. Can it compete now that it has, or if the Wiz deal goes through?
I mean, that will be the question that remains to be seen. But, certainly that's their goal here. They really are hoping that, look, Wiz, that's only been around just a few years, quickly gained a significant percentage of the Fortune 100 customers. And, they want to be able to sell this as part of their offerings. Certainly, as Caroline noted, it can still work with the competitors. But Google clearly has this on their team right now. I'm sure Wiz will, maybe continue to work with them and innovate, under the umbrella of Google.
What's interesting is they could have fundraised in the private market still. They could have eyed an IPO, but they've gone this particular route. Who wins out? Remind us of the VCs that have backed this from day one.
Sure. So you've got Index, you've got Sequoia, you've got Cyberstarts, which is a hot Israeli security firm. Those are all on the board. You also have Insight Partners on the board as well. But they've also been backed by Green Oaks and Lightspeed and Andreessen. They have such a long list of, top tier Silicon Valley investors that were throwing money at this thing. It was practically born a unicorn. It was so highly valued when it first launched several years ago. And so there have been big believers in this company for a while. They felt like, it just, hit the ground running.